it comes up a lot, I find, with people who their parents or their grandparents immigrated here and they sacrifice a lot to immigrate here in terms of separation from family, other financial resources. So there's a big expectation around education, having a career, a very successful career, and there doesn't seem to be like a lot of room for like failure, which creates like a lot of anxiety for folks where they feel like all eyes are on them and they can't make simple mistakes or otherwise they're scrutinized. So just that experience of feeling like you have to do twice as good, you're not allowed to make mistakes, can create a lot of stress and anxiety for folks. So, for some of my clients, we're teasing that out. Like, so a question I love to ask people is like, what's their relationship to productivity, right? And having people think about defining what productivity is for them rather than comparing themselves to an expectation that's possibly unrealistic or will create burnout for them, essentially, really. So I often like to tease that out for people. I like to remind people when they do a consultation with me, they're not, if they choose to work with me, they're getting a therapist who's not neutral. They're getting a therapist that has really strong anti-oppressive practices and anti-racism practices. So I will ask questions. I won't limit it to what's your relationship with productivity, but I'll also like possibly ask capitalism as well, right? Because that really impacts sort of the pressures people place on themselves around reaching those particular milestones in terms of graduated from school and then buying a house and when people are not able to meet those milestones, people feel like they're a failure, which that's not true at all. So I like to ask those questions to get people to be really reflective and critical of the way they're judging themselves.